As I visit with our citizen soldiers and airmen across the state, I see the most ready, accessible, and capable Guard men and women in my 32 years of service. We continue to support our fellow Oregonians at home, our nation's warfight abroad, and our enduring partnerships across the globe. The skills and leadership developed through our complex combat and training operations enable unsurpassed capabilities and response within our state. During times of crisis, whether assisting victims, coordinating a response with emergency personnel, or state and local leaders, the Oregon National Guard is the first military force to reach the scene. We are always ready, always there.
Oregon National Guard soldiers and airmen are trained to provide land and air power anywhere our nation requires when the time calls. Our military and civilian leaders require and deserve a full range of options to address the threats and instability our nation faces today, both at home and abroad. From security to training missions, the Oregon Guard continues to deploy assets around the globe. From completing annual training across the state to participating in special training like the Air Assault and Pathfinder courses, our service members have a wide range of skills to suit almost any need. The Oregon National Guard will continue to answer our nation's call by adapting to the nation's 21st century security needs.
The Oregon National Guard enhances its warfighting and homeland capabilities through the partnerships that it builds. We forge close partnerships with global, federal, regional, and state partners. In the global sphere, the Oregon National Guard State Partnership Program continues to flourish and has evolved into enduring partnerships with two nations, Vietnam and Bangladesh. This program, which pairs individual U.S. states with partner nations, continues to pay huge dividends and establish long-term security and personal relationships, while generating a significant return on investment. A true measure of the program's success is underscored by the successful transition of many of our SPP partners from security consumers to security providers, and the enhanced interoperability with our military and other stakeholders. SPP delivers wide strategic benefits. These partnerships are grounded in common interests and shared values. They develop strong bonds of cooperation, understanding, and trust that enables us to work together effectively to meet the evolving security challenges of this new century.
The Oregon National Guard service members and families are the cross-section of the population. We live and work in the communities in which we serve. Our service members and their families have support from the time they enter the military, through yellow ribbon deployments, all the way through retiree services, and for our surviving family members. We provide resources, education, and events such as strong bonds, employment, family assistance, and of course child and youth services. The main thing for our service members and families is that they feel included, supported, and that they're proud to be a military family. The Oregon National Guard reflects the communities in which we live, and we strive to support them with everything we can to make them whole military families.
In Oregon, we forge close partnerships with local, state, and federal agencies to prepare for contingencies and disasters that may strike at home. We also work with individual organizations such as those created for the Cascadia Subduction Zone. To ensure a quick and calculated response in a variety of situations, the Oregon National Guard also teams up with local police to conduct joint training, as seen when Army aviators flew Portland police and Lakota helicopters to downtown Portland for tactical training. 2016 was a significant year for the Oregon National Guard and the Joint Domestic Operations Command. In June, we did the first field exercise focused on the Cascadia Subduction Zone earthquake that threatens the Pacific Northwest. Working with our partners in the Office of Emergency Management, FEMA, the Washington National Guard, and the U.S. Northern Command, we learned a lot to help in our ongoing preparation for this potentially catastrophic disaster. Our responsibility to our fellow Oregonians is one of our highest priorities, and when we are needed, we will be there.
Well, we continue to reinforce and find new and exciting ways that the Oregon Military Department or the Oregon National Guard adds value to our communities. Whether it's the Oregon Youth Challenge Program, which is an absolutely fantastic educational intervention program for at-risk young adults, and that we're able in the very near future to add 80 new students per class to be able to make certain that those children can become productive citizens in the future to the state of Oregon. Or the Oregon Office of Emergency Management, how they're raising the bar for preparedness and planning, ensuring that families and people are prepared for the next disaster so we can become more resilient as a state. or the connection through our communities with our facilities or our armories, and how we're finding new and innovative ways to bring net zero initiatives and reduce our energy and water demands. Our work with the Governor's Office, the legislature, as well as our congressional delegation allows us to enhance our programs and continue adding value throughout this state.
Whether abroad or here in Oregon helping to fight fires or supporting recovery efforts, I am inspired by all that our brave men and women of the Oregon National Guard do to serve and protect. Our service members show great valor every day, both in combat and in confronting the new challenges of the 21st century. And I extend my heartfelt appreciation to our military members, veterans, and their families here in Oregon and around the world. Thank you.